There was a time in this fair land when the railroad did not run, when the wild, majestic mountains stood alone against the sun. Long before the white man and long before the wheel, when the green, dark forest was too silent to be real.
Walking up the hill out of Seiad Valley, it's a 6,000 foot ascent. Not even close to being at the top yet, but looking down in the valley, it's just real pretty, very early in the morning. Almost to the top now, coming out of Seiad Valley, back up into the hills. It really hadn't been that bad, to be honest. Some of the other ascents, in my opinion, in Northern California were more arduous. You can see the left of these trees from an old fire. That's in the foreground. And in the background you can see the haze. There's actually a couple fires near me. They won't affect me, but we had a lightning storm last night, so got a couple fires. It's a great day. To wrap up day 74, I wound up hiking 32 miles, which I thought was pretty good considering it included the 6,000 foot elevation ascent out of Seiad Valley. But today is day 75. In fact, it's pretty early in the morning. Why today is special is very soon I am about to cross over into the state of Oregon. Oh yeah, it's happening. Oh yeah. It's been a long time coming. And a lot of miles. Just coming down from the hills, and you can see way in the background there is I-5. That's where I'm headed to cross back under it, heading east. Hey, when most people get to the I-5 crossover in Oregon, they hitch a ride up to Ashland, about 13 miles north, and it's a very popular resupply point along the Pacific Crest Trail. I already have all my food I need to get to Crater Lake, so I had no need to go into Ashland. But I did stop at Callahan's Lodge, which is right there at the on and off ramp. Any PCT thru hiker that comes in can get a free pint of beer at the bar, which is a good deal, and I took advantage of that. But they also have a PCT hiker special, and for $66 you can tent on any flat grass spot in their property, which is real nice, and you get shower, laundry, a dinner and breakfast. So I took full advantage of that. Really good deal. There's a vulture right there. Probably waiting for some thru hiker coming up the hill. It's a great day. Today is day 78 on the Pacific Crest Trail. Day 76, I came out of Callahan's lodge, got a little late start. I did 26 miles that day. And then on day 77 yesterday, just logging miles on the trail, wound up doing 30 miles. So today, day 78, what's special about today? Nothing really. Today is one of those tween days between Callahan Lodge and Mazama Village in Crater Lake National Park. Should be at the park sometime tomorrow. So for a day like this, which, you know, most of the days on the trail are tween days, you know, get up in the morning, check the map, see where water's available, what the trail is going to be like, and potential tenting areas, and then just start hiking and put miles on trail. One of the things that surprised me about southern Oregon so far is you would think Oregon is a wet state. I mean, that's what it's kind of known for. And so far, finding water sources has been more problematic than it was in the Sierra or Northern California. For both of those areas, water sources usually ran no more than 5 miles apart. There were a few exceptions to that, but usually no more than 5 miles apart, and you kind of had your choice of where you could get water. And so far in southern Oregon, the water sources are running about 10 miles apart, and you really don't have a choice. You can use that water source or, you know, hike on to the next 10 miles. And so that was something that did surprise me about being here in southern Oregon. Maybe it'll change as we go further north, but right now, finding water in Oregon was a little, on the PCT, was a little harder than I thought it was going to be. This is the South Brown Mountain Cabin located between Ashland and Crater Lake National Park along the Pacific Crest Trail. It's one of the few cabins along the PCT that hikers or equestrians can stay for free and just enjoy. And this is the cabin right here. Pretty sparse. But you could sleep in here, not a problem. This here is Christie's Spring. It was about 11 miles from the last good water source to this one. This one's actually quite good. It's a spring, which means the water's coming directly out of the ground. Not worried too much about what could be in the water or growing in the water at this point, and it's just a simple matter of collecting it. Little bull snake on the trail, kind of cute. Seeing if he'll move. They're not poisonous, and really they're not aggressive. I'll just walk around him, let him be. You know, sometimes hiking during the day can become a real chore. Then you come up over a saddle, up on the other side of a ridge, and you're treated to a view like this. And it's just, wow. Going from Callahan's Lodge to Crater Lake National Park, I've been walking, and a number of times I've had to walk through a forest that's been burned. This one's a few years old, at least 5 years old, based on the height of the small trees growing in, but some of them I've been walking through are more recent than that. The issue is that these trees fall down and make walking across the path hard because they fall across the path, so you got to get over them. And the other thing is they're called widowmakers because, well, that's exactly what they can do. So whenever we're walking through a burned forest, you just got to be alert, hear anything, and keep the eyes peeled. Not a time for listening to music. Here's another forest that was burned. This one's more recent than the last one, and it looks like, from what I can tell, the scarring was a lot worse on the trees. It's a great day. I'm at Crater Lake National Park, and I'm just about to violate one of my own rules. Up until this point, I've been known on the trail, or what is called on the trail, as a purist, one who believes in hiking every bit of the official Pacific Crest Trail as they can that is permitted. And I'm about to violate that rule. Pictures of PCT thru-hikers overlooking Crater Lake, that vision is so iconic that most people don't realize that the official Pacific Crest Trail doesn't actually go by the lake. Although the official PCT travels all through Crater Lake National Park from south to north, you never get to see the lake from the official path. There is a PCT alternate, and that's the rim trail. Almost all thru-hikers take the rim trail so they can see Crater Lake and be able to enjoy the beauty of it. Both paths, they pretty much parallel each other. One goes along the rim, the other one kind of goes along the ridge. The official PCT goes along the ridge where you just can't see the trail. And from what I understand, it's going through a burned forest right now, and I spent all day yesterday walking through burned forest. So I really don't need to see more of that. The official PCT is just a little longer than the rim trail, but it's flat. The rim trail is a little shorter, but you got to get up to the rim and get down from the rim, and you kind of walk along it, so it has a little bit more elevation changes. So as far as effort, it equals out. But I've been struggling with this decision for a long time. Which way was I going to go? Last year, the official PCT trail was closed because of cougar activity. And so everybody was forced to go up on the rim. I was hoping the same thing would happen this year, but no, both trails are open. I don't know why the official trail didn't go along the rim and enjoy the beauty of Crater Lake. The only reason I can fathom is that the PCT is also an equestrian trail. And maybe the national park did not want horses up on the rim. And so that's why it was not allowed to go up on the rim. The rim trail horses are not allowed on. And so that might be the reason. But today I'm going to go hike the alternate PCT trail up on the rim of Crater Lake and enjoy that incredible view. How can anybody walk the Pacific Crest Trail and be denied this view? You know, Crater Lake is actually the deepest lake in the United States, and it is the deepest volcanic lake in the world. And what my phone camera will probably fail to do is show how incredibly blue the water is. It's just so deep blue, it's almost purple. Still walking through Crater Lake National Park. The lake isn't the only thing that's just spectacular. I just want to close out this episode. I stayed at Mazama Village, enjoyed their camp store and the restaurant they have here, which serves lunch and dinner, good food, good price. As well as the camp store. And the staff at Mazama Village has been incredible. Really nice people, just wanting to take care of everybody. I camped at the hiker-biker only area, really good deal. It's only $5 and you don't need reservations, which is great because the car and RV sites are pretty much booked solid every day. So a lot of people out here enjoying Crater Lake as they should. I went and hiked the Rim Trail and really enjoyed that. Crater Lake is something you definitely need to see if you're hiking the Pacific Crest Trail. It's one of the most memorable experiences I've had since I've been on trail. But as I was coming down from the rim, my left knee really started to bother me. If you recall, my right knee hurt for a while in the Sierra, but it healed up. And then my left knee really started to hurt. You know, after 30 years serving in the military, you know, my body's busted up. I mean, it's just, I hate to admit it, even to myself, but it's true. And that's why I took the Zero in Seiad Valley. I didn't mention that, but that's why I did. I was hoping it would heal, it didn't, and then I just chose to ignore it, and it's continued to get worse. So coming down the hill, I actually had cell service, called the wife, and was hoping she would be able to order me a knee brace and send it to my next resupply point in Shelter Cove, about 70 miles further down the road. A discussion ensued, and discussion is code for argument, which of course she won. And then I hiked down, because of that, I hiked down to the road and hitchhiked back to Mazama Village. And today my wife and sister are driving up to Mazama Village to bring me 2 types of knee braces, and we'll see which one works. And so I'm hoping to get back on trail either tomorrow or in a couple days. I'm sure my wife will tell me when I'm allowed to hike again when she gets here, but they'll be coming up. It's all good. It's all part of trying to hike the PCT and being a little older than the average hiker while I'm doing it. Hey, this last part has nothing to do with hiking the PCT, but I did find out yesterday that I lost another Army brother and colleague to PTSD. It's so ingrained in the military culture to suck it up in silence, kind of like my knee. But I don't know who's watching these videos, but if you're a vet and you're suffering, seek help, because if you give up the fight, we all lose. There's no peace. Everybody loses, and we don't need another lost soldier. See you next time.
There was a time in this fair land